Tuesday. Christmas carols in the background. I've got my lunch. I'm having a struggle at the moment understanding what's going on regarding pricing here in the Philippines. Well, here in Davao. So today I got in a taxi. I went over to BDO to pay my rent, no problem at all. 89 peso. Yeah, paid 89 peso, got in, did the bank, come out, got another taxi back to SM. Come back into SM. How much? 89 peso plus 20. What's a 20 for? Oh, Christmas. I think I've been scammed after 6 years. They're not using the meter. The meter reads 89, but they're charging you. They're going... Anyway, Annie had the same problem yesterday. Somebody wanted to charge her 50 peso extra for travelling from Gmail back to My Road after her exam. And I was like, oh dear me, you know what I mean? I'm just struggling. Who's checking it? You can't check it, that's the problem. You can't check it. Fish tinola, chop suey without those rehydrated balls, fish balls, my rice, my Coke Zero. Last Thursday when I had this, it was 239, 326 peso, I think it was, for the same. Today, 410. I don't understand why it's so erratic on pricing at the moment. But it's Tuesday today, 5 days after I got this. So I'll go and get beefsteak tomorrow, because yesterday I ordered beefsteak and it was 318. So maybe fish prices are going up and down very, very quickly, I don't know. I'm going to get a cup of coffee and then we're going to walk around the mall. No, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to talk about safety in the Philippines. Well, yeah, safety in the Philippines. There's a couple of things that have cropped up in the last couple of days which worry me a little bit. Safety. How safe is the Philippines? Well, back in September, I would say I've had no issues, and it's all been low-key. There's been a couple of incidents here and there, but it seems to have changed. The rainy season started, and there's a couple of instances I need to share with you. So, I had to go and buy a foot pump for the scooter down here, because got on the scooter today and the front tyre flat, and you can't ride on it, so I need to pump it up before I go to the vulcanizer tomorrow. But anyway, what we're talking about today, safety. There's been a couple of things that have been niggling at the back of my head for the last 2 or 3 weeks. There was 2 weeks ago, there was an incident that happened up on Mindanao. Somebody threw some hand grenades into a Roman Catholic mass. On a Sunday, killed 6-7 people, and I was thinking to myself, why? What was the reason behind? And when I read the article, there was nothing in there. They've still not found anything. And then yesterday I was reading an article by Rappler, and there is a lawyer in Cebu that somebody's actually published a contract for his life, by his life, in Cebu. So he's been doing some humanitarian and judicial stuff in Cebu that's upset somebody, and now somebody's paid for somebody to put by his life, and Rappler have done a big article about it. And then 3 weeks ago there was a husband and wife that were shot on a bus, and the contract was taken out by their son because there was a land disagreement over in Mindanao somewhere. And then the end of November, which was 2 weeks ago, there was a Malaysian man kidnapped in Manila, and they paid the ransom in cryptocurrency, and then the Philippine police have found that the Malaysian guy has been murdered, or he's been killed, or whatever you want to turn around and talk about it. And then here in one of the cities local, there was a husband and wife, and they were getting into a car or getting into a taxi, and two masked guys turned up on a bike and shot them both dead. And there's lots of this I'm just seeing at the moment in the last 3 to 4 weeks, that's sitting on my radar. Do you know what I mean? And it just sits there, and I'm like, why all of a sudden? I've been here for 5.5, 6 years, and this is the most unlawful behaviour that I've actually seen. And one of those reasons, one of those areas that I was going to go to in the new year, I'm going to keep away from, because I don't feel comfortable about travelling there. And I've watched all these vlogs by all of these, about safety on Mindanao from all of these famous vloggers and all these other, and they're all going, it's safe, it's safe, it's safe. Well, they might feel it's safe, but do I feel it's safe if I'm going to church and and I want to go to mass, and then I'm worried that somebody's going to throw some hand grenades through the windows and kill 6 people? Is it worth it? No, it's not. So where this happened, I was actually going to be travelling in the new year. Well, my plans have changed, and I'm going to be moving. I'm going to be going somewhere else. But it still sits there, and I still think to myself, why? In the 5.5 years I've been here, I've always felt, I don't have a problem with travelling, and I go and see all these different areas in Davao, and I travel in the Philippines, and I travel wherever I go. This, in 2024, a specific area I'm not actually going to go and travel to or through because of what has happened in the last 3 weeks. And that's quite damning, really. We'll go north, put it that way, and we'll see the other parts of the Philippines, because there's a lot more to see, and I'll keep away from the risky areas, as I call it now. And contrary to Philippine tourists, they turn around and say, oh, it's safe, it's safe, it's safe. It's only safe if you feel safe. You're being kidnapped, ransoms being paid, and it's not just on Mindanao. This is in parts of Mindanao, it's on Cebu, it's in Manila, it's in other parts of the Philippines. So it has a generic feeling across the Philippines. So I thought I just needed to get it out there, because there are lots and lots of vlogs out there saying safe, 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 when in fact things happen, and your specific words you can't use on YouTube because they demonetize you, or they turn around and restrict your viewing. But and it's there, you can read about it all in Rappler or the Sun Star here on Mindanao or the Inquirer. It's not me doing chismes or making it up. Glorious day. Oh, I'm not wearing any t-shirts because my laundry went in today and I picked my laundry up. So I got 10 kilos of laundry with triple downy and it's 247 peso. It's about $3 to do my laundry and I'll pick it up tomorrow. But that's after I fixed my tyre on my bike. Bought a foot pump today, 499 peso. But like, share, subscribe. It's getting close to Christmas.